another lesson on nature of business. For this class, we'll be looking at barter and money. Many will ask, what is barter? Bartering means to trade without the use of money. A long time ago, people traded for what they wanted. For example, a hunter may have a lot of meat and the farmer many vegetables. If the hunter wanted some vegetables and the farmer wanted some meat, then they will trade with each other. If you ever swap one of your toys or anything in your possession with one of your friends, you have done bartering. Bartering is trading services or goods with another person when there is no money involved. This type of exchange was relied upon by early civilization back in the day before you were born, Judith. There are even cultures today who still rely on the barter system. There are some good things about bartering. One of them is that we don't need any money. Another two, it is very flexible, meaning easy, or you can get around to it. Another one, number three, is it allows individuals to get what they need with what they already own. So it means that you can exchange what you have right now in front of you for something that somebody else wants to exchange with, all right? And it is very easy. Okay, but there are some bad things, and they call it the problems that we encounter when we are using the barter system. Back in the days, the persons and the people that used to use barter system, they came up on a lot of problems. One of them is the lack of double coincidence of one. Double coincidence of one, it speaks to a problem wherein if you have rice and you want sugar, you must find somebody that needs your rice and is willing to give you sugar for your rice. So that's double coincidence of one, meaning the person you are exchanging your rice with must have what you want. And you must have what the person wants in order for them to give you their rice. So those were some of the problems. And because of all those problems, somebody come up with the great idea of let us create money, let us develop something that can use, that can be measurable, you know, that will have different future payments, and then the term money came up. They said that money is something which is generally accepted as a medium of exchange. Development of money, we continue. Before the paper and the coins and the digital notes invented as a form of money, the following were used. So it's not was, it were used. Cow, people used to use cow, because coal back in the days were very, very, very valuable. Shell, beads, I heard they even use dog teeth. Gold, everybody know about gold, and silver. So here's an example. So we use the cow, the beads, and we have the paper and the coin. Then let us look at the functions of money. What is money for? What are we going to use money to do? Money is a store of value. Remember that money comes to replace, and fix the problem that we have with the barter system. Remember, there wasn't any store of value with the barter, but with money, there is. That means if I work today and earn $25, I can hold on to the money before I spend it, because it will hold its value until tomorrow, next week, or even next year. So we look at what? The function function. Now we're going to look at the characteristics of money. Money is durable. We're going to use a cow for example. A cow is fairly durable, but a long trip to the market runs the risk of sickness or death for the cow. The cow can fall sick and also when we're going to the market, so we're going to use the cow to exchange. But a $20 bill are fairly durable and can be easily replaced if they become worn. Look at money is portable. While the cow is difficult to transport, because can you imagine putting a cow in your truck back? The currency can be easily put where? In your pocket. Money is divisible, meaning it can be divided. A $20 bill can be broken down into, you can get $10 if you want, you can get 4 or 5 if you want, or you can get 4 quarters if you want. But can you divide a cow? No. Let's look at uniformity. Mean uniform. Cows come in many sizes, we do agree, and shape, and each has a different value, of course. Cows are not a very uniform form of money, no. But $20 bills are all the same size and shape and value. That means it is uniform. So you know you might see one black cow, one brown cow, one spotted cow, one white cow. And when you weigh those cows, they weigh different. Some might weigh 300, 500, 700 pounds, meaning the value change based on the size and shape. Alright, so we continue with the characteristics of money, limited supply. In order to maintain its value, because we want to keep the value now, money must have a limited supply. So we're not going to plant a tree, alright guys? So we'll make limited amount. While the supply of cow is fairly limited, if they were used as money, you can bet ranchers would do their best to increase the supply of cows down, which would decrease their value, of course. But remember that the more you have of one thing, the value becomes less, right? But the value of a $20 bill and money in general are regulated by the Federal Reserve so that the money retains its value over time. Acceptability. We're speaking about acceptance now. Even though cows have intrinsic value, because we love cows, some people may not accept cattle as money, and we know this. You cannot go to the store and say, I need 5 jeans, but I'm going to give you a cow for it. In contrast, people are more willing to accept what? A $20 bill than a cow. Let us look at the evolution of money. So we started out where? I think the picture is not clear, but you can Google it and you can still get this picture. Alright, so we use some of the vocabulary that we use in the lesson. We look at trade, meaning exchanging something for something. We look at barter. Barter meaning the exchange of goods and services without the use of money. And money was developed to get rid of some of the problems we encounter during bartering. And I'm not sure if we use the word tangible, but it might come up. But tangible speaks to objects that you can hold in your hand. And intangible, yes, tangible is the same as goods, and intangible refers to services. So goods and services, they are the same as tangible and intangible. Alright? You can use your Principle of Business C-Sex, written by K. Robinson and S. Amel, page 17 to 22 for further information. You can also click on this link to get additional information. Thank you for listening, and our next lesson we'll continue on nature of business. Have a blessed day.